Hey everybody, it's Jason from the Texas Gun Vault 2, and we're back out here in the garage for, I guess, one more first impressions video and a channel update. So let's start off with the first impressions first. I always say that, first impressions first. It sounds goofy. Anyway, suppressor. Today, I took to the range and finished filming all of the content I need for the Combat Application Technologies SR, or the short round. I talked about this in my last first impressions video. I got most of the review done the last time I went to the range, but I still needed to do the point of impact shift and ballistics test and the heat resiliency test with this. So that's what I did tonight. And by filming this, I am now done with everything on my big queue of guns that I have into the channel. It's kind of rare for me to get ahead on this, but I got some stuff I need to get back to my friend Jack number 1, Jack number 2, and D once I get the range reports filmed on the 2 suppressors. I did and uploaded the range report on this bad boy today. The, what's it called again? The Gray Birch Defy the Norm LDR, Long Distance Ready Rifle. So all I have now is to just film the range report garage portions on 2 suppressors. Then I got everything done. So yeah, it's kind of rare for me to be in this position, but I've been kind of working hard. So how did this shoot? Yeah, it shoots like a great 22 suppressor. Quiet with subsonic, suppresses supersonics pretty well. We get a small point of impact shift. As it was attached to this gun, it shot consistently low, both with supers and subs. And besides that, hearing safe, doesn't get all that hot and cools down quick. So it's going to be an easy review on that. So that's all I got for you for right now. So now let's do some channel update stuff. Tonight, I finally wore out my light. I take a light to the range. My range has a low light kind of situation where out where the targets are very bright, but where I'm sitting and standing, it has a couple of fluorescent lights above, but when I turn on the camera, it makes me look like I'm a silhouette and you see everything out in the range and the bays easily. So in order to remedy that, I've been using a LED kind of light panel, and I usually set it up behind me so it illuminates my back, my head, and the gun, and it kind of evens everything out. It is amazing how just taking equipment to the range and using it consistently, even when you kind of baby it, you take care of it, you wear it out. And today the plug that goes into the back, it broke. It came out. I wasn't expecting that. So I think my filming is going to be on pause for anything I have to until I get another light. So I need to go on Amazon. It looks like there's a lot of options out there. So I guess I'm going to ask all of my fellow content creators, or maybe amateur photographers and videographers, if you recommend a certain light for filming. Now, I was just using kind of like a basic LED one. I found one on Amazon that I can get in relatively short order that I think is kind of the same, not too expensive. But is there one that you recommend and why? It would help me, as I'm always trying to make the content here, or actually really over on my main channel, better. You know, as you guys will see in the near future, I'm going to have different openings. I'm going to have, everything's going to be in 4K and so forth. I'm just so far ahead in videos that where I have developed my new style isn't really out yet. So you guys will kind of see some changes slowly implementing over the next year. But the lighting, I think I need to upgrade. So tell me what you use, what you recommend, and is it available on Amazon? Because that's where I'm going to need to buy it. And I got to get it in kind of short order. So I know some of you guys are in the know. And the last thing I want to talk about is I think I am going to stop uploading to Rumble. Okay? And I'm going to explain why. Now, I'm going to keep everything on Rumble I currently have. I'm not going to change anything. So here's my thoughts on Rumble. And I know some of you guys like to follow me on Rumble. When Rumble came out, I honestly thought they were going to be a wonderful competitive website and video service to YouTube. But as they launched essentially what they are and tried to develop their own image and branding and identity, they have evolved into a streaming service. So people that like to do live podcasts and live talk shows and so forth. And they have spent a lot of money and resources in trying to recruit heavy-hitting talent. So people that already have big followings from other services, whether that be YouTube or Twitch or TikTok or whatever, to come over to their platform. And it appears that they've been relatively successful, that they're getting a lot of views. In fact, their daily kind of like live news programs are actually beating YouTube and all of the other services. So I'm really happy for them. The problem is that isn't a replacement for YouTube. YouTube's brilliance, and the reason why I am still going to say they are the superior social media platform, even though I cannot stand their rules, their community guidelines. I think their AI sucks when it comes to how they try to figure out what the video is about, the monetization stuff. It's all unfair. But when it comes to the actual usage of the website and the service, it's far superior. Because this is a service that, yes, they allow you to live stream, and there's a lot of people that do that. But their strength is normal people like myself and maybe content creators like you, small, channels, regular people uploading videos about anything from firearms like I do, or how to change the spark plugs in a 1994 a Ford F-150. You find stuff like that, and it's there, it's searchable. Rumble doesn't really cater to that. They allow it, and you can upload videos that you find here on YouTube over there. But what they're trying to push on their main page is live shows, that type of interaction. And I think they're going for a younger audience than what YouTube does. So why is that a problem? Well, I spend a lot of time uploading and managing my Rumble pages. I have one for the Texas Gun Vault and the Texas Gun Vault 2. So it takes longer to upload. The interface is not as good. It's hard to organize the videos. That's not the problem. Now, I have been on Rumble now for 4 years. I've had a Rumble channel for 4 years, and I have uploaded everything from the Texas Gun Vault that is out onto Rumble. And Rumble has only provided me, actually, in fact, I'll tell you what, because they have a paid service as well. In fact, they kind of want you to sign up for their paid service, which is like, $10 a month, $15 a month, whatever. It's how they want to make money instead of selling ads. And they still sell ads. But on the flip side, as a content creator on YouTube, and by the way, and this is just the facts of the business, okay? I have to recoup some cost doing this. I literally spend more time on the Texas Gun Vault than I do with anything else. I spend more time here than I do with my family. I spend more time here than I do on my job, my day job. And in order for me to do this, which is my passion project, and I do love, in order for it to be worth my time and just to keep everything going, I have to have some type of recouping of costs. YouTube allows us to monetize our videos. We don't get a ton, but we get something. Now, with a channel of my size, I get, you're really not supposed to say, but I'll explain how it kind of works. If you make more than $100 in ad revenue a month, they will pay out that month, okay? Now, I easily make that, okay? So every month, I get a little something from YouTube. It helps me defray costs of everything you see, like buying the lights that I'm going to need. Just the running of the channel, and a little bit for my time. Because, like, I would not ask you to entertain me for free. Like, if you were putting on a show, I would expect to have to buy a ticket to that show, okay? And pay you $10 or $15 to watch your show. You pay that by watching advertising. And it drives me nuts when people are like, you have ads. I'm like, you expect the content for free. Okay? Well, first off, I don't control the ads. YouTube does. But it allows me to recoup a little bit of that cost. But I get something from YouTube every month. Not enough to make up for it, but it helps. And then, of course, I have my Patreon supporters and so forth. But overall, the Texas Gun Vault is a losing proposition. Okay, even with the amazing generosity of Mark from Brownworks, who provides all of the ammunition. It is still a losing proposition, but I do it because I love it, and I do it because I'm passionate about it, and because I don't lose as much as I could, I can continue doing it. When it comes to Rumble, their threshold is $50. Okay, so you have to earn $50 in ad revenue, and then they will pay out. I have had my Rumble channel now for 4 years. And the analytics of my Rumble channel is I would say I have, what is it? I have about 6,000, 7,000. I'm about 1/4 the size I am on YouTube. 1/4 the size I am on YouTube on Rumble. I have been on Rumble for 4 years, and I have yet to hit $50 of ad revenue total. And I spend a ton of time uploading, trying to figure out the analytics, creating thumbnails, figuring out how to do everything, setting everything for release. It's a big time consuming thing. And it just doesn't pay off. It just doesn't pay off. And it's because Rumble does not want to be a social media site like YouTube. They want to be a website or a social media site for live podcasts. That's what they want to be. And they've evolved into that, which saddens me because they're going to be that exclusively, just like TikTok is just for like short stuff, even though I don't subscribe to TikTok or any of that stuff. But that's what they do. Those little short, like 10-second videos. They're mind-numbing. But Rumble is turning into that, not a video hosting service like we have here on YouTube. So based off of my time invested and the fact that I will upload, all the videos, I get 1/4 the view. So I would assume I would get 1/4 the revenue, okay? And if I was getting 1/4 the revenue, I should be hitting over $50 a month. And I have had it for 4 years, and I have watched this amount creep up like 19 cents in this month, $1 this month, blah, blah, blah. And I haven't even hit $50 yet. I'm still like $10 shy of that. So I think I'm done with Rumble. I'm not going to get rid of the account. I'm not going to do anything. I'm just not going to actively upload to it anymore. It's not worth it. And I'm starting to notice that other gun tubers especially are not uploading to it like they do YouTube as well. And I feel like Rumble is missing the mark here. They're going to lose something that could make them a true competitor to YouTube. And it's not about money. It is about making their service something for everybody. Not everybody wants to watch live streams because they can't. I don't know about you, but when I'm working in the middle of the day, I can't watch a news live stream. I'm working. However, I can go home that night and watch everything that people uploaded that day that I follow. And yes, you can do that on Rumble, but it's not as easy, and that's not what they push. Whenever I open the site, they try to push live stuff that I'm not even subscribed to. And I'm getting tired of it. And as a content creator, I have worked my butt off for Rumble for 4 years, and I have yet to hit $50. I think I'm done. Not mad at them. I understand it's business. I understand they have a certain corporate philosophy. I understand that they want to be something. And I don't think that they are necessarily the savior of the people on YouTube that need a free speech platform. I still think we need a social media site that does what YouTube does, that is less censorious. So anyway, that's the channel update. That is the channel update. So anyway, let me know, and I'm really interested in what my fellow content creators think. So tell me about lights. What do you use? What do you recommend? because I need new lights, okay? I just need them. I don't need anything too big. I need something that's easy, transportable, cheap, and light. That is what I need. I don't need any type of like major lighting stuff. I need just like a tripod, a stand, and a certain like LED panel. Tell me what I need, what you use. And if you're a content creator, tell me what you're sensing on Rumble, and are you feeling my frustration? Because it's not worth my time anymore. It's just not. So I think I'm going to stop uploading to Rumble. I'll keep the channels, and if things change, I'll get back into it. So tell me your thoughts, and let me know if you have any thoughts on I always forget this name, the Combat Application Technologies SR22 suppressor. So there you go. So if you made it to the end of this video, the word of the day is Rumble. Rumble is the word of the day because I don't think I'm going to upload to Rumble anymore for the time being. So once again, let me know your thoughts, and as always, thanks for watching.